Hi, welcome to the ROSSEY Study Comic Read-Along. Today I will be reading to you Comic 2 of Hector and the Mystery of His Power, titled To Test or Not to Test. Every time you hear this sound, go ahead and turn the page. Let's try it. Hector and the Mystery of His Power, Comic Book 2 of 3. To Test or Not to Test. This comic book series was developed by a team from the University of Washington. The initial comic script was written by Emily Brown of EVR Creative, and the comic was illustrated by Kelly Hu of Kelly Hu Illustration. Its development was supported by a research grant from the National Institutes of Health. Dr. Linda Ko and Dr. Helen Chu are multiple principal investigators. No portion of this comic book may be reproduced or transmitted by any form or by any means without permission by Dr. Linda Ko. Copyright 2021, all rights reserved. Meet the characters. Hector, your average 5th grade boy, loves science and soccer, is easygoing and friendly, a fan of COVID-19 safety rules at school. Maya, Hector's younger sister, 2nd grade, sporty and energetic, wants to be a social safety superhero. Ava, Hector's older sister, sometimes bossy but mostly just wants to look out for her siblings, has been vaccinated for COVID-19 in 8th grade. Erin, Hector's friend, 5th grader, social, wants school to be normal again, skeptical but open to COVID-19 testing at school. Nurse Jackie, the nurse of Hector and Erin's school, intelligent, kind, passionate about health education. Mrs. Amy Brown, Hector and Erin's teacher, energetic, happy to be back at school, cares a lot about supporting her students. Mr. Diego Hernandez, community health worker, trustworthy, knowledgeable about health and COVID-19, stands up for community health needs. To test or not to test. Hello, class. Welcome back. It's nice to see you all in person again. We'll get the hang of this together. Hi. Before we begin today's lesson, let's go over a few rules to help keep each other safe. These rules are easy to follow. Class safety rules. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Stay 3 feet apart from one another. Rule number 1 is to wear your mask at all times in the classroom. Make sure it covers your nose and your mouth and fits nice and snug so there's no breath leaking out. Rule number 2 is to wash your hands with soap and water before and after recess and lunch. Wash them for as long as it takes to hum the ABC song. Also, when you enter the classroom, use the hand sanitizer. Rule number 3 is to keep distance 3 feet apart in school and 6 feet outside. This must be important if they are saying it in class, too. As we know, the COVID-19 pandemic is changing, and with this comes a new rule of staying 3 feet apart rather than 6 feet. If you have questions, talk with me or Nurse Jackie. Wow, another change? I get confused about the social distancing rules. Good to know we can talk to Nurse Jackie. Now, I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Hernandez. He is a community health worker. Community health workers are people from the community that help others learn about health behaviors. He is here to talk about a COVID-19 testing program taking place at our school. Let's give him a warm welcome. Thank you. Hello, class. We are here to help students like you return to school safely. Your school district has a free testing program for all students during the school year. Weekly testing will make sure we find COVID-19 cases fast and help keep schools open for in-person learning. But why do we need to be tested for COVID-19? I heard kids can't get it. Good question. Anyone can get COVID-19. Kids don't always have symptoms, so they might not know they have it. But they can still spread COVID-19 to their parents, grandparents, or abuelitos, and that's why testing is so important. Keep in mind that COVID-19 is a serious disease and can make people very sick fast, especially older people. Sometimes they get so sick that they die. So let's do our part to protect friends and family by getting tested. Swabbing your nose seems kind of gross. Is that the long stick that goes into your nose? That looks painful. Gross and painful? Not sure I want to do this. Actually, we don't use long sticks for testing anymore. Now we use this one that is smaller, quicker, and doesn't hurt. Because the swab doesn't go far in your nose, most boogers will stay in, so it's not that gross. Did anyone get tested for COVID-19? Would you like to share what it was like with the group? I did it with my mom and dad, and it didn't hurt at all. It felt more like a tickle. Oh, if I get tested, I will finally be able to play soccer again. Yes, because the test results will show that it's safe to play sports. This flyer explains more about the project. If there are questions, your parents can call or email us. Is Hector going to do the testing program? If he does it, then maybe I should too. Okay, please take out your workbooks. To be continued. Erin's thoughts on testing benefits. 1. Testing means we can tell who has COVID-19 even if they don't have symptoms. 2. Finding COVID-19 cases early on means we can keep it from quickly spreading to our friends, family, and community. 3. If we get tested every week, we can make school, home, and anywhere else we go safer places to be.